But Jesus is like, what is going on? He's face palming and he's like, where were you? I'm sure many of us have been asked that question in that specific tone. I remember my mom asking me that a few times. Where were you at? And it was scary. I was like, And if something happened to my daughter during the day while I was supposed to be home watching her, I'm sure my wife would come home with that exact same question. Where were you? Where were you at that you let that happen? Why weren't you there watching her? Why didn't you stop it? Where were you at? I can ask that question to Christians today. Where are you? Where are you at? We like to place a lot of blame on other people. We like to say, let's take for example, God being taken out of school. It's like, well, the government did that. Other people did that. But where were you at? Where were you at when that happened? Why didn't you stop that from happening? And today, with everything going on in America, we like to blame the media. We say, well, they're just showing the hatred, and they're just showing what makes a good story. And true, but where are you at? If there is hatred in the world, shouldn't there be Christians in that same place showing a true love? Where are you at? You see, America is facing a funny situation. We're usually attacked from the outside, and that grows us together. That brings us together. We've been attacked, and we come together as a country and say, you know what, we're going to overcome this. We're going to beat this. But we're not being attacked from the outside. No, we're being divided within. And division is good in some ways, but division with hatred, that's where the problem lies. And that's what's happening. The two divisions, all the division in the world, both sides hate each other. There's hatred for each other in there. And Christians should be there to show a true love. But no, we're keeping all the love to ourselves. We're saying, you know what, no. We're gonna be here in our church, and we're just gonna keep the love in here. And if people come in here, then we'll show the love. But that's not how it's supposed to work. You see, the hypocrites of the day of Jesus, the Pharisees, they were saying, you know what, you form to these rules first, then God might love you. That's the whole reason Jesus came. He's like, whoa, wait a minute, back it up. That is not how it's supposed to be. And we're saying the same thing today. We're saying, you know what, you change to these rules. You come in here first and make some life changes. Then we'll love you and God will love you. But Jesus is like, what is going on? He's face palming and he's like, I went there to fix this and now they're doing the exact same thing. What is going on? In Romans 5:8, Paul wrote this. God loves us in that Jesus came while we were still sinners and died for us. While we were still sinners, Jesus died for us. Love first. He said, you know what, I'm going to go love them first and then they can change. That's how it's supposed to work. We're supposed to love first, then change. Here's another example. The Pharisees, they were trying to trap Jesus in a question. And they said, Jesus, what is the most important commandment in the law of Moses? So Jesus thinks for a minute. He says, the most important commandment is love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. That's the most important commandment. Love God with everything that you have. All the being that you are, love God. That's the most important commandment. But he goes on. He says, second most equally important commandment is love your neighbor as yourself. Just as important it is to love God with everything that you are, you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself. And I'm not just talking about the people that live across the street from you. I'm talking about everybody. Love everybody as yourself is just as important as loving God with everything that you have. And Jesus said, all the rest of the commandments, they come from these two laws. These two rules, whatever you want to say, they come from love. All the rest of them come from love. So if you get the love part down, then you can get the rest of it down. The rest of it's easy because love comes first, then change. I like what it says in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. It says, fix our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. The perfecter of faith. You know when someone's the perfecter of something? That means they've done it perfect. That means you can't do it any better. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. You want to know why Christ is the perfecter of our faith? Because he came and showed a true love. He came and showed what the love of God really is. And the true love of God doesn't see black and white. It doesn't see Hispanic. It doesn't see Indian. It doesn't see Asian. It doesn't see male or female. It doesn't see old or young. It doesn't see free or slave. What Christ's love sees is the soul of a human that needs to be loved. It needs a true, honest love. There's so many fake love. There's so much fake love out there today that when someone comes along with true, honest love, it's going to change the world. It's going to blow people's mind when you are true and honest love. And you can only get that by showing Christ's love. So where are you, Christians? Are you huddled up in your churches today and just showing your love to your church members? Are you ready to show it to the world and get out there? Where are you? Hey, thanks for watching my video today. This is my daughter Lily here to tell you guys, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe so that way you can be updated whenever I upload new videos. If you enjoyed it, there'll be a little thing down below that you can click and it'll take you directly to the channel. You can subscribe there. If you enjoyed the video, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. And we'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. So leave your comments. And thank you guys for watching my video again, and God bless.